Welcome back. This is video number 5. We are now reading pages 30 through to page 34 from the book Marine Fish and Corals for the Complete Beginner. And please remember, if you prefer to read the pages yourself, then just stop the video. So, let's open the book. Page 30. Under gravel filters. Under gravel filters have been around for decades. Back in the 1970s, I only used this type of filtration. They are true workhorses. They are what's known as a biological filter. Under gravel filters are very multi-purpose and can be used with power heads and air pumps. Fluid moving pumps can be costly. Instead, you can use airlift systems to drive your under gravel filter. For more water flow, you can use power heads to draw water through or push the water through under gravel, or UG plates. In simple terms, the way they work is that the bottom plates, in Figure 1, is covered with gravel or sand. The two vertical pipes on either side, Figure 2, are known as uplifts. These work in one of two ways. The first, you can place air pipes down the uplift pipes, near the bottom with air stones attached. See photo Figure 2. On the other end of the air pipes, attach an air pump, Figure 4. Remember, to add the non-return valve, when the air pump is switched on, it blows air into the pipes, down to the air stone. This causes bubbles to rise up the tubes, thus causing water to follow the bubbles, through uplift, to create a cycle. Uneaten food and waste is forced down through the gravel, and starts the biological cycle. The second method is to use a power head. Instead of using an air pump, we use a power head. Figure 3. The power head simply sits on top of the uplifts. So, if you have two uplifts, then you will need two power heads. The downside to these filters is that, if you ignore regular maintenance, noxious gases will build up. Regular gravel vacuuming and water changes can help with this. You cannot use under gravel filters with digger-type fish. Floating or surface-type plants are okay, but rooted plants can be a problem with these under gravel filters. They are difficult to maintain long-term, as the filter plates tend to clog. They are, however, fairly cheap to purchase. Page 31. Power heads. A power head looks like a little internal filter, but has no filter material in it. A power head is a device to basically move water. They can be placed in any orientation, and can usually attach to the uplifts on under gravel filters. This is explained in more detail on page 30. A power head is a very adaptable piece of equipment. You can add filters to them, lift water with them and transfer water. They work in the same way as a canister filter, by moving water with an impeller. A power head can be taken apart for easy cleaning. If you have a small aquarium not running on an under gravel filter, then you don't need one. You can buy power heads with different LPH, liters per hour, ranging from a few LPH to thousands of LPH. As a rule, freshwater aquariums don't need power heads. Usually just an air stone and pump will suffice. If you plan to have a long aquarium, a small power head pointing to the other end of the aquarium would move water along like the water in a stream. The only problem with this is it can cause dead spots in the aquarium. A dead spot is an area where there is no water movement. In those areas, old food waste will rot hidden behind plants. So, in simple terms, you don't need a power head in a freshwater setup, unless you plan to run a trickle filter, internal filter or want to have a gentle ripple on the surface water. When it comes to partial water changes, the traditional way is to place one end of a hose pipe into the water, and suck on the other end of the hose pipe to create a siphoning effect. In order to drain the old water into a bucket, an alternative idea is to attach a piece of pipe to the power head, and use the power head like a water pump to remove old aquarium water into a bucket. But remember, never let the power head run dry. Page 32. Internal filters. As the name suggests, internal filters are fitted inside the aquarium. They are perfect if you need outstanding biological, chemical or mechanical filtration for your freshwater aquarium. They are without doubt the most commonly purchased filter type. This is due to their ease of use and maintenance. All you need to do is choose the right media and the flow rate, which will be in accordance with the size of your aquarium. Internal filters are also popular because they can be used for many aquarium sizes and a variety of tropical fish types. They usually attach to the back or side of the aquarium with suckers and don't disrupt the beauty of the view. Internal filters come with replaceable filter cartridges for convenient maintenance. Most current models offer extra pollution-removing power, featuring either biological filter pads, sponges, ceramics, carbon, the list goes on. Another type of filter is the hang-on type. See right, either hung inside or outside. This works in the same way and is also classed as a biological filter. The only real difference is that it hangs over the back or side of the aquarium. This frees up a lot of room inside the aquarium if that is an issue for you. The great thing about internal, or hang-on filters, is that you can lift them out for easier cleaning. You can't do this with an under-gravel filter. Remember, never to clean your filter media in tap water. Only use old aquarium water. I must add, internal filters are only suitable for very small saltwater aquariums. Page 33. Protein skimmer. The choice of protein skimmers is vast and really, it's a matter of size and your budget. If you have a sump, then you will probably go for a more suitable type. Here is the Deltec MCE 300. It skims brilliantly. I chose this because I needed a skimmer that can hang on the back of an aquarium. If you chose to do vodka dosing, then a protein skimmer is a must. How do protein skimmers work? The way a protein skimmer works is simple to explain. Have you ever been to the seaside and noticed foam on top of the waves? Well, that is pollution. A protein skimmer works in the same way and takes the pollution from the aquarium in the form of froth. For example, my skimmer, the MCE 300, see photo, is a simple pump, has a pinwheel fitted, see photo right, on an impeller inside the pump that spins so fast that when the water goes through, it's sent up a wide tube. This manufactures the foam. The foam then travels slowly up the collection tunnel, with dirt in it, then into the collection cup, the round thing at the top. You then empty the collection cup every few days or when necessary. A nano skimmer works in exactly the same way. In fact, all protein skimmers work in this way. It's just the overall design that's different. Page 34. In my opinion, this is a very important piece of equipment, and I feel all reef keepers should have one. Having said that, it is not necessary for a newly started aquarium, due to the fact the water needs to cycle for quite a long time first. Skimmers can be hung on the side, or back of the aquarium, or placed on the side of the sump. It is important that you purchase the correct size protein skimmer for your aquarium. What are the benefits of protein skimming? The primary benefit is the removal of organic compounds and waste from your aquarium's water. Dissolved compounds and very small particulate matter that cannot be removed by typical mechanical filtration are removed via protein skimming. A secondary, but still very important, benefit is that when water enters the protein skimmer, it becomes saturated, or close to saturated, with oxygen due to the large amount of bubbles in the tube. Oxygenating the water has the obvious benefit of replicating the high oxygen environments many of our saltwater inhabitants are used to. Who should use protein skimmers? Many people choose not to use skimmers, and their tanks are just fine. But as a general rule, you will want to use one if you have a reef tank or a tank with invertebrates. If you have a fish only with live rock in a marine tank, then the need for a protein skimmer is greatly reduced. It certainly will not harm anything, other than the added cost to your wallet, to have one with a fish only with live rock set up. In fact, it can be useful in removing the thin film that can form on the surface, and it will increase the oxygen concentration of your water, which your fish will appreciate. In the next video, which is video 6, we will be reading from pages 35 through to page 38. Please remember to subscribe, like, and ring the bell, so you don't miss any videos, and to spur me on to upload more information. Thanks for watching.